That number 2 car of Creed, the 31 of Snider. I think those guys have enough speed in their cars. They're going to be able to work together, drop down. That'll slow down the guys ahead of them, and they'll pull some with them.
Saw in the graphic 5 of the top 10 have never won. Noah Gragson not in that category.
If the 21 makes a move, are you committed or no? Depends on where it's at.
All right, so they're talking about it.
Sure, I hope you maybe.
Maybe, and if I feel like it's going to benefit me, I'm with you, buddy.
They asked me in the media center earlier this week. They said, you know, what do you think? You know, you help your partner. Help? Yeah, I help people, but I got selfish reasons behind that.
Every driver does.
Yeah.
What's up, Coleman?
Hey, yeah, so here's what I'm seeing. We just heard that radio audio. I've been watching the 2 car the last 2 laps. He gets in the middle of 1 and 2. He drops anchor. He backs up to his help, tries to build that energy. I could see something playing out here in a couple laps where he gets that run down the back straightaway. He's going to pull to the bottom. His teammate's going to pull in front of him to help him finish that suck. It's going to help even more now that we see Justin Allgaier back there in 8th place, who's always an aggressive drafter. The more cars we can get to go with him, the easier it's going to be whenever he takes that big run. But I think what you need to be looking at is our turn 2 to turn 3, watching the 2 car, and then watching him suck up to his teammate there in the 21.
And you have to give yourself enough time, because if it doesn't work, you've got to recoup, right? You've got to have an opportunity to get back up there. If the 2 or the 21 drops back there, you got to come back. 68 with a big save here. Oh!
He was using the left rear. We talked about it earlier. When you want to get a run on that top line and pull down, you use the left rear of the car in front to either create a gap that you can get back in or slow him down. So the energy and things are going to get tuned up by the 7 and the 10 here. Those are the ones that know that they can't win from where they're at currently. So they want to get this group riled up and create some sort of side-by-side so they can make moves. So they're the ones picking these guys off one by one. And here comes Justin.
Keep this in mind. With the 16 out front, just over 5 laps to go. 2 of the last 3 races here have been won on a last lap pass. The guy on the wrong end of that deal both times, A.J. Allmendinger. I mean, he's got to feel like the place owes him one. And inside the car, I mean, he's got to be thinking about that, right?
He's thinking right now, what are those guys plotting behind me? I know they got something up their sleeve.
With 5 laps to go, you guarantee every lesson that he has learned, every position that he's put himself in the past is playing through his head. And you can see right there, 3rd place cars getting ready to back up a little bit. Noah's starting to plan his run. He's starting to think about, okay, can I give a big shove to the 21, make him take position on the 16, and then can I take position on him and capitalize? So it's playing out. Someone's
got a real chance to have a magical night here. Austin Hill, Riley Herb, Sheldon Creed, Jade Buford, Josh Bilicki. These are drivers that have never won in the Xfinity Series. To do it here in the biggest race, how special would it be? And they are all in position with 4 laps to go.
So there's a way AJ can defend this, but he's got to be really, really quick about it. What will happen is that he will knows that the 21 is going to back up to the 9. He has to be really quick to react to that and back up to the 21. What that does then creates the 9 pushing the 21, and likely when the 16 backs up to the 21, the 9 will make a move. It'll put them side by side. That allows AJ to have more time to react to which lane do I want to choose now. If he's delayed and gets out there too far and doesn't back up to them, there'll be a run that he just cannot stop.
3 to go. Here's 9 team radio.
Our 21's talking about maybe making a move now. So the 21 to wait till 2 to go.
Oh, there you go.
There's the bottom's
we'll
coming.
Just do it now.
But you don't want to wait till the last lap, right? Because if you wait till the last lap, caution comes out, it's over. Right. You got to go earlier than the last lap, I would guess.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm 6th, 7th, I'm racing to the white flag. It's not the checker flag, because you know at that point, you better be in position.
He's got position.
No help with the 9. The 2 is too far off the 9. 21 is with you.
Going to be 2 laps to go.
Still there with the 9. Still there.
So
21.
typically
what
will happen here is you'll get a 3rd lane that's going to form up on the top side, and that'll break up that outside group, and that'll give the lead and the advantage to the guys on the inside.
And watch for the guys in the 4th and 5th lane of this 2x2 start to shoot middle. They're going to try to force. There's that outside line, that 3rd lane you're talking about.
Still there.
They know they can't win from 7th
to
race, so they're going to try to get to the middle. The guys on the inside line have to protect that right rear quarter panel from getting put 3 wide bottom, which is no man's land.
Get to the bottom.
Allmendinger back out front, slides in front of Noah Gregson.
And there the inside lane broke up, going down the back straightaway.
Coming off of turn 4, through the tri-oval, and back to the white flag.
Tops, naked.
1 lap to go.
One back,
Sponsored by
back.
Credit One Bank. Next flag will end the race. The caution
to the
or the
bottom.
checker.
AJ's
flag.
got to manage his gap here. He's doing a good job of it. Yeah, he's got to get to the top. The top's going to have the biggest energy here. 21's going to come with a huge shove.
They are 2 and 3 wide behind him. Crossover.
Here he
That's
comes.
Austin Hill in the 21. Big crash. Up and over. Caution is out. That's Myatt Snider.
Looks like he's moving around, winning that down. That's a good sign. I believe Austin Hill's got this.
And the leader, Austin Hill. But keep this in mind. We freeze the field when the caution comes out on the final lap. So NASCAR will have to review to determine who was leading when the caution came out. And we'll do everything we can, all the video we have available, to make sure who was leading. Was it the 21 or 16? And it's great to see Myatt Snider climbing from that race car.
Again,
wow.
These race cars are so safe. You just gotta give it to NASCAR once again for the safety provisions they just enforce consistently on these race cars. It's nice to see him walk away.
We saw it coming. That top lane was going to have a huge run. We knew the 21 was going to get a big run. The top lane typically on the final lap gets that big push, and I think he is the winner.
First career victory. First start in his rookie season. It's Austin Hill who gets it done at Daytona, and here's what happened behind him.
That's just a bad scenario. Once you get turned around backwards, if he doesn't get hit in the front end, it probably doesn't get airborne, but it's just you got that other car wedging underneath the front to get the lift there. But it's great to see, like Chad talked about, the safety innovations of these cars. You know, to see Myatt just walk right out, that's a great sign.
And I would be anxious to see how close it was at the time of caution, because look right here, it looks like the 16's out front. Whew, it had to be really close.
Yep. The caution wasn't out at that point when they left our screen, so he was clearly ahead by the time he left the bottom of your monitors on television. But unfortunately, Anthony Alfredo getting into the back of the 31 and creating that issue.
Wow. I mean, look at that car.
And look at the grass that's flying in front of him.
Where's the engine?
Oh,
wow.
The engine's gone. I mean, this kind of like a Michael Waltrip wreck that we saw at Bristol, where it's just, or the Jeffrey Bodine, right?
Kyle Larson front straightaway here at Daytona years ago. Wow. Austin Hill having a good time on that turf down there I was commenting on earlier.
I'm talking about, boys. That's the way you do it, man. I came to RCR for one thing and one thing only, baby. That's to win races. Let's go.
Love it. Love the enthusiasm. Austin Hill is such a deserving driver to have a great team like RCR behind him. Really, really proud moment for that team.
Just had a new baby boy at home.
Oh, good
that's
for him.
great.
And he gets to bring home a trophy.
And here comes his team out to celebrate with them at the start-finish line. This is a photo that these guys will remember for a lifetime.
And now 3 of the last 4 races decided on a last lap pass. And once again, it's Allmendinger who had the top spot and saw it slip away. You know, when they signed Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed, a pair of rookies, they said, we don't have rookie expectations. And not only does he win at Daytona, where he's already won in the Camping World Truck Series, but you put yourself in the playoffs as well.
That's great.
And quite the night for RCR. His teammate Sheldon Creed unofficially was 5th.
Attaboy! Thank you.
One thing we haven't commented on tonight, in front of a great crowd. Really, really great crowd here in Daytona International Speedway tonight watching this Xfinity race. Gonna have tears in the eyes there.
There it is.
There's the engine.
Here's Regan Smith on the front straightaway.
Well, Austin Hill moves up from the Truck Series this year. Full-time Xfinity for the first time in your career, Austin. Second start at Daytona. It ends in the best way possible. You're a Daytona winner.
Yeah, me and Derek Nealon worked really well all night. My spotter. I was learning all night. I kept telling him, I was like, hey, I'm just putting that in the bank. I'm putting that in the bank. You know, I'm just putting that in the memory bank to remember for late in the race. So we timed it perfectly. I mean, obviously that caution came out, but we had a heck of a run. So who knows what would have happened there. But I was able to drag back. 98 gave me a heck of a push. We were able to get by him, and this is so crazy. I mean, won it back in 2019 with a new team. Now we're with RCR, first race with them. We were able to get the job done. Our Bennett United Rentals Chevrolet was just as fast as Xfinity Internet. So, man, I'm speechless. Andy Street, Richard Childress, just all these guys back at RCR for believing in me. It's been a fun off season, and now we get to go race for a championship.
Austin Hill, your Daytona Xfinity winner.
Let's go!
Well, there's always the other side of the coin, and for A.J. Allmendinger, so close again. He was leading on the final lap, and it didn't work out for you. I don't know what you got to do to get this thing in the victory lane, man, but that was a tough one. How did that play out for you in the final half lap?
I got to keep asking my son, Justin Haley, some more questions, obviously, because he knows how to get it done. First of all, congrats to Austin Hill and RCR. Shows the ECR horsepower that we have in these Camaros, so I don't know. I mean, I'd have to go see the replay, study it. I'm sure I will. Kept trying to block both lanes, and it looked like Austin moved up there and timed it perfect where he just got a massive shove, and I probably could have tried to really block, but I think I probably would have wrecked us if I'd have done it. You know, it's seeing there. I got to be better sometimes, not getting too far out in the lead. I don't know. I just keep working on it, man. It's disappointing. I really wanted to get Nutrient Ag Solutions into victory lane. Coming back with the team, first time on the 16 here. But, man, proud of everybody at College Racing. These Chevy Camaros were fast. They're always fast. Hamrick and myself, the first couple, I had Landon Castle. It shows that, you know, you put the right team together like we've shown over the last 3 or 4 years here at these racetracks, that we can have a shot to win. It's just, I don't know, man. Just
Third straight top 5 for you here at Daytona. For somebody that supposedly doesn't like super speedway racing, you're pretty darn good at it.
I don't have to like them to be good at them. Like, I've told you that. I've told everybody that. I hate these races, but at the end of the day, Matt Collick says we go trophy hunting. They give a trophy at the end of these races, so I'm just I'm happy with the night. Anytime you get out with the top 5 here at Daytona, 2 top 5s in the stages, really good points. But damn it, man, that was close. But great thing, there's another race. We'll go get again next week.
Well done.
Austin Hill becomes the 8th driver to get his first career win at Daytona. And that 21 car, 27 wins all time by 5 different drivers. And luckily, everybody appears to be okay after a last lap crash that we'll be talking about for a long, long time. Spectacular last lap crash at Daytona in the Xfinity Series. Myatt Snider up and over into the catch fence. The engine shoots out of the car. Luckily, he walked away. This race ends under caution. It had to be tight. And it's Austin Hill in front of A.J. Allmendinger.